From an adoption special to a donation match and even a way to help homeless pets while grocery shopping, we have tons of ways for you to be able to give a helping paw to pets in need. We're going to tell you all about that and so much more right here on Pets on Parade. Good morning and welcome to Pets on Parade, brought to you by 3TV. I'm Kelsey Dickerson with the Arizona Humane Society. Thank you so much for tuning in with us this Saturday. Now today we have an absolutely incredible rescue of a pup who must have known exactly where to go for help. From being abandoned in a field to being rescued by an Arizona Humane Society employee, we're going to tell you all about how Sweet Chala later on in the show. How Sweet Chala was saved later on in the show. And we always talk about our need for fosters for mamas and their pups. Well, today we're going to see a couple cuties who have benefited greatly from their time with an AHS foster hero. And now we think all of our pets are stars, Lisa, but I mean, this one is named after a star, so how can you go wrong with that one?
Well, she is definitely going to be the star of the show today. Look at this adorable 8-week-old female German Shepherd pup. She already has the ear hat here, and she's going to become a big, beautiful shepherd, just like her mom that you saw a minute ago. She is already 16 pounds, and there were 6 or 7 of them in her litter. Of course, we don't know what Dad is, but you saw Mom in those photos. Mama was a German Shepherd, and they came in and were born in our maternity suites. Mom came in, we knew she was pregnant. We do have a special area called the maternity suites, and we put the moms back there where they are checked on daily. There's technicians back there that can help them and monitor and make sure that they are able to give birth and if they need any assistance. And then once they're a few days old, we put them on the foster list so that one of our lucky foster families gets to raise these little cuties in their home. For the first 3 weeks, Mom pretty much does everything. You just need to take care of Mom, make sure she gets a short break from the pups, gets plenty of food and clean water, and keeps a clean area, but she will take care of all the puppies. And then somewhere around 4 or 5 weeks, Mom starts to wean the puppies once they get these sharp little needle teeth like she has now, and Mom will start to wean. And every foster home does it a little differently. Some people keep the mom and let the puppies go to a new foster, or vice versa. If you're a puppy person, we will take Mom and let her go elsewhere. So if you are thinking of fostering, we have all kinds of adorable families, shepherds, big dogs, little dogs, cats with kittens. We can help you out any way you want. If you want to run your own little maternity ward at home, they could use the pretty much probably 6 to 8 weeks of quiet. Go to azhumane.org/foster, and you can actually see the foster pets to see what will fit in your home appropriately. We have a mom, that black and white little pitty lab mix that's got a litter, any of those guys that would fit within your family. She's looking for a family to help her raise her little ones. There she is with them. It's adorable. It's a fun project for the whole family, and AHS will be your support system and handle all the medical expenses.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that reminder, Lisa. And like Lisa mentioned, there are so many different ways that you are able to help the almost 18,000 sick, injured, and abused pets that the Arizona Humane Society cares for each year. And we couldn't do it without the help of our incredible community and partners. And to talk about a great initiative that's going on is Ashley Schick from AJ's Fine Foods. Thank you so much for joining us, Ashley.
Happy to be here.
Okay, so now before we get into all of this awesomeness and the great promotion that we have going on for September, can you tell us a little bit about what sets AJ's apart? We see a little bit of it right here.
So AJ's is sort of in a class of its own. We've got everything sort of gourmet. There's lots of fun, interesting things. You could spend hours and hours just sort of wandering the halls of the grocery stores. So it's a little bit of uniqueness for everybody.
Absolutely. Now, AJ's is not only a local company, but you guys are so dedicated to giving back locally as well. I mean, we see it each and every day, and we definitely see it with the homeless pets. Why is it so important for you guys to help the Arizona Humane Society each and every year?
We've been longtime partners with the Arizona Humane Society, and pets are part of the family. So they need all the love and support, and we are happy to help. We've got the most generous guests that come into our stores, and so it really is all about the community coming together to help those homeless pets. And you guys do the incredible hard work every single day. We're just proud to be a part.
Well, like I mentioned, we couldn't do it without the help of AJ's and all of our amazing partners. Now, for anyone watching, maybe they're not familiar, what is this promotion? How can they help? Because it's as simple as grocery shopping.
Super easy. We make it as easy as possible at all of our Valley locations and our location in North Tucson. If you don't know where your closest AJ's is, just go to ajsfinefoods.com to find your location. We'll ask you right when you're checking out at the pin pad. So super simple. If you've got $1 to spare, $5, $1,000, every penny goes a real long way, and we're just super gracious and grateful for our guests that come in and support.
Absolutely. Now, I had no idea. I knew that you guys had amazing stuff at your store, but I had no idea there was so much. This is just animal-themed items. Can you take us through a few of these?
So, and for the record, this was not all that we had. We had to slim down, but there's everything for every type of pet. We've got fresh products, fresh food. We've got everything from towels to treats to, decor in your home. The one thing I think that AJ, sometimes there's a misconception around is that you can't get everything that you would normally get at a larger grocery store, and you can. So for pets, we've got some of those regular, normal day sort of branded items, and then we've got those really fun, like local, unique things. So if you need a new fresh bowl, you need a pillow to snuggle, you got signage, cups, all the things. We got all the stuff.
I absolutely love this pillow. I don't know, might be coming home with one of us today.
Well, along with the puppy.
Along with the puppy, yes. If you're gonna have a pillow that says beware of the dog, you got to have a puppy that goes along with it.
One minimum for sure.
Well, Ashley, thank you so much for everything that you do and that AJ's Fine Foods does for us. I cannot wait to go shopping there myself, maybe get a little iced tea to be able to help our pets. And like Ashley mentioned, every single dollar counts. Even $50 of a donation feeds 50 pets for one day. So definitely make sure to head to your AJ's to go grocery shopping and help pets in need. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
And speaking of pets in need, we have an absolutely adorable kitty who I just know is in love with Bree, and Bree's in love with them. But first, we have to show the before and after. Like, it is so incredible to be able to see these transformations, Bree.
The before and after pictures always make you realize just how dire some of these situations are when they come to us, and how they become happy and healthy with us, and then also they're going to become even happier and healthier in your home. This little sweetheart is about 5 months old, so she's a little bit older than typically the kittens we have in the studio. She's a little bit bigger, but she has been such a sweetheart. She's been snuggling with us here in the studio. She came to us because the owner was dealing with a situation of kittens, and they had ringworm, which is a very contagious issue to have. And because we had a full shelter, they were actually able to keep the kittens, treat the ringworm, and then bring them back so they could be adopted without the ringworm and happy and healthy, of course. So we worked with that person, and it's a great situation to be in terms of being able to help us get the kittens up for adoption. This little sweetheart will be up for adoption this weekend. And of course, we've got the Clear the Shelters campaign, thanks to Bissell Foundation. That Bissell Pet Foundation is sponsoring the adoptions. So the cats and dogs, including kittens and puppies, are just $50. So it's really a great partnership thanks to the Bissell Pet Foundation. But definitely come down and meet this sweetheart. Oh my goodness, I'm just completely in love.
Oh, she almost looks like she has a Maine Coon face without the Maine Coon fur. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much for that, Bree. And from a scared hissy kitty to a loving cuddly one, Lugnut wants to make sure you don't change that channel. We'll introduce you to him when we come back. Welcome back to the show. Now, you just know that we cannot get enough of our bunny friends here at Pets on Parade, and we can never get enough of those ears, Linda. So cute.
This is Flopper. What a perfect name for this lop-eared bunny. Unfortunately, her owner became homeless, and so she was surrendered to us. And we see that so often lately. In addition to the homelessness problem, we're having an influx of hoarding situations with bunnies. But the month of September is Anonymous Donation month, and that means that every donation that you make, someone will match it for us. So, for example, if you donate $15, they'll double it to $30, and that goes toward food and shelter. If you donate $25, $25, it goes to $50. That goes to spay and neutering. And if you donate $50, it goes to $100, and that means emergency surgeries. Also, as we just said, AJ's is having a donation for us also this month. On the way out, go to the register and make a donation there. Every single penny counts. Every single penny goes to our shelter to help these animals. So let's take home Flopper. Her adoption fee is only $50, so this is $50 Flopper.
You know, usually a flopper is not good in sports, but we love a flopper when it comes to adoptions. Thank you so much for that, Linda. And now we saw this cutie earlier when we saw his before and afters, and definitely a testament to how important our fosters are for sure, Denise.
Yes, this is Lugnut, and he is 12 weeks old, and he came to the Arizona Humane Society when he was found in a car engine back in July. Now, he was very thin, skinny. His whiskers were burned, and he was, of course, very dirty. So he spent some time in our kitten nursery, but he was not happy in our kitten nursery. So he went to a foster family. And that is what's so great about our foster families is not only do they help pets with medical needs, but they also help pets with behavioral and socializing them. And so pets like Lugnut here, who are very shy and scared in the shelter, can get out of the shelter for a while, go to a foster family who can teach them some socialization skills, learn to trust people, and learn to live in a home. So thank you very much to all of our foster families out there, especially those that work with our shy, scared pets like Lugnut. Lugnut's family, foster family, says that he is very unique. And I was wondering, what does that mean? Until I picked Lugnut up at the studio today, and I realized he's like a parrot kitten. He just wants to sit on your shoulders like this. And you saw the picture of him and his foster father earlier, and that's what he wants to do. So if you're looking for a parrot kitten, come on down and get Lugnut.
Oh my goodness, 2 pets in 1 with that parrot kitten. Thank you so much, Denise. And you know what? You should have seen the reaction of T'Challa when he saw his rescuer. He definitely knows who saved him, and we're going to hear all about that rescue when we come back after the break. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Now, we see every week how it truly takes a village to help homeless pets. Well, today we're joined by the person who actually rescued this sweet pup, Lisa Teresa. He is just too cute for his own good. I think he knows it.
Yeah, well, this is T'Challa, and he was found as a stray. And you know how we always say on the show, if you see something, do something. Well, Teresa Means here works at the Arizona Humane Society, and she saw him out as a stray. And I'm going to have Teresa tell you the story because he just really thanked her. He loves her for saving him. He was found with burned paws. So Teresa, tell us about when you first saw him.
So I found him out in front of my house basically on a Tuesday last week, and he was not into being caught at that time, so he ran off, and later in the week I was able to earn his trust and carry him to my house on Thursday, where he was then brought to the Humane Society to get treatment for his paws, and we worked with him for a week, and here he is today.
Yeah, he kept coming back to her front door, and he even rang her little ring doorbell.
Yep.
She could see that he was looking for her assistance. I'm convinced they know. She had to give him water and food because it did take a few days till he was able to trust her enough to come to her. But as you can see now, he is crazy in love with her for rescuing him. And he was seen by our veterinarians in the Second Chance Animal Trauma Hospital. They treated his pads. He had burned feet pads, was really hot those weeks. So luckily, Teresa was able to get him off the streets. And he has thanked her tenfold. He pulls on a leash, but we've learned that he knows sit, he knows paw. He's now been neutered. He's got all his vaccines. He is microchipped, so he will never be lost again. And now the only thing that this sweet boy needs to finish his story is one of you to fall in love with him and make sure that he never finds himself lost again. What else can you tell us, Teresa?
I can tell you that he knows a few tricks. He knows sit and he does shake. He also is house trained and thinks he's a lap dog, so he'd be a perfect indoor house dog for you. Yeah. And I just love him so much.
Yeah, so we would love to take them all home, but you can't always take everything home that you find. So luckily, she knows that at the Arizona Humane Society, he will find a permanent family who can keep him corralled in their yard this time.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Teresa, you said that you love him, but you can tell that he loves you as well. They definitely know the people that have saved him, and we appreciate you saving this life and joining us today. And speaking of saving lives, there are so many ways for you to be able to help us save lives at the Arizona Humane Society, like we say, but we're going to tell you all about an adorable way you can help save the tiniest lives at AHS.
Hi Pets on Parade friends, this is Carrie and I am coming to you from our bottle baby kitten ICU. This little baby girl, oh my goodness, her eyes are still closed, she's that tiny. She is a beautiful little kitten that needs your help today. You know, the weather right now is still very warm, and as we've talked about before, kitten season in the valley lasts 3 different waves. So while everyone's back at school, we're still working hard in our bottle baby kitten ICU. We're approaching the 3rd wave, and we still have droves of kittens coming to us that need 24-hour feeding. In fact, there are 45 in here today alone. We have one of our wonderful volunteers over here feeding this little guy. Our kittens need to be fed every 4 hours, and you'll want to keep them warm. If you can see, there's a heating pad under. We have a scale so that you can weigh the kitten before, during, and after feeding. And then we also will provide you with baby wipes to help stimulate these little ones. Normally mom would do that, but because they're orphaned, we rely on our foster heroes to make sure that they're able to go to the bathroom. Now, this is definitely a commitment, but we really could use your help. We provide all the supplies, most importantly the guidance, but this bundle of joy, I mean gosh, how can you say no to this teeny tiny face? Our bottle baby ICU will be closing in November, so we still have a couple months that we'll need support raising our tiniest orphans. We hope that you'll step forward today. You can give us a call or text, visit us online at azhumane.org/foster. See you next week.
Yes, and like Carrie mentioned, make sure to visit azhumane.org/foster to be able to see what pet you can temporarily care for in your home. And we all know I'm a huge lover of Lord of the Rings, and we are just so lucky to have one of the best characters from Middle-earth joining us today. Who do you have, Bree?
I've got little Gandalf here, and a little bit nervous here in the studio, but what a little sweetheart. 5 months old, came in with the other kitty we saw earlier, little Tot, and yeah, we've got a little bit of a nervous Nellie here, but nothing that can't be helped with a good home, with a good adjustment period, maybe in a separate room where they have some time to get acquainted with your house and have their own cat scratchers and litter box. And then you can introduce them to your other pets as time goes on. But this little sweetheart, he's happy and healthy and ready to go to your home. He is absolutely beautiful. We do have some upcoming fall camps, which is crazy to think of planning for fall camps now, but we've got them coming up October 10th through 12th, and you can sign up for one day or you can sign up for all 3, but these are for kids that are really interested in pets. Maybe you don't have pets at home, but they love pets and want to interact with pets. This is a great opportunity for those pet lovers to come in, interact with the pets, and get to help out at the Arizona Humane Society. So definitely take a look at our website. It's azhumane.org/camps.
Absolutely. It is so much fun. I always say that I wish we had these around when I was younger. I would definitely love to go.
Oh my goodness, me too.
Thank you so much for that, Bree. And you know what? It's 5 o'clock somewhere, so why not have a little moonshine to start the weekend off, right? Or in this case, Linda, a big moonshine.
Big moonshine. I was going to say little, This here is Moonshine, and she's a 3-year-old American bulldog. And believe it or not, she was found as an injured stray with an eye injury. But she's super sweet. I don't know how she lived on the streets for as long point is that she did, but she is very gentle, as you can tell. And for some reason, our shelters around the nation are full of large dogs. They're not getting adopted as often as they used to. We're not exactly sure why. It might be that people are maybe downsizing. Oh, she's a little nervous, sorry. Downsizing and moving into apartments. They can't have a large dog in their apartment. So, oops, she's getting a little nervous here at the camera. Anyway, she's very sweet and gentle. She takes treats very sweet too. Come on, gonna take a treat? Okay, so if you're a landlord, maybe you can kind of consider changing the restrictions on the size of the animal. It would really help families stay together with their large dogs and help a lot of people so they don't have to abandon their animals. I love large dogs. I wish I could take this one home. Unfortunately, I can't, but you can see that she's going to be a great family dog, great at the dog park, super in a backyard. So consider taking this beautiful Moonshine home, and she's only $50 too.
Oh my goodness, and look at those big old lips. I just love her face. I love that. Thank you so much, Linda. And we're going from moonshine to starshine, so make sure to keep it tuned right here to Pets on Parade because we have more puppy cuteness coming your way. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Now, we've had a few dogs that are big physically with also big personalities, but now we have a little dog that maybe has, is waiting to show her big personality a little bit, Lisa.
I think poor Blanca here is very overwhelmed. Unfortunately, her human mom, found herself in a situation that she needed to get away, and she was having a hard time doing it having a dog. So the Arizona Humane Society has programs for people like that, and she came in with the dog, and our behavior staff will evaluate them. They vaccinate them at the time that you come in so that the dogs get a little bit of immunity before they come into the shelter, and they schedule them a scheduled intake into the shelter when they can right away be spayed so she doesn't have to sit around and wait. So that was Miss Blanca's situation here. She's been a little nervous. She sat in our HR person's office today and shared a chicken salad. And she is a sweet girl, but needs a little bit of time. So just like a lot of Chihuahuas, go slow is the words with her. And she has been really sweet. So we like to prepare people for all kinds of disasters, and the Arizona Humane Society has a disaster preparedness checklist. We have all kinds of things in Arizona, monsoons and wildfires, and this is a really great resource. You really should always be prepared for a disaster, and this list will let you know you should prepare, plan, and practice your plan. So the 3 Ps. Make sure that your dog's records are together, you're ready to go, you have whatever supplies you'll need, a carrier for your cat, and a little bit of dog food to get you a few days if you do need to get out of there quickly. So luckily, this sweet girl has her disaster preparedness plan all together, so she is just looking for a new family that's prepared to go slow, share a little chicken salad and some cuddles with her, and in no time, she will be your best buddy.
You know what? Who doesn't love a little chicken salad? I don't blame Blanca for wanting a little incentive, all right? Well, thank you so much for those important tips, Lisa. And we have a new Willy Wonka reboot coming out. So as he would say, hello, Starshine. The Earth says hello. Can you please tell us about Starshine, Denise?
This is Starshine, and she is 8 weeks old. She's a pretty big puppy for 8 weeks. She came to the Arizona Humane Society with her mother and siblings, one of whom you met earlier in the show. They spent some time in the maternity ward, and then they went to a foster home. Starshine is a very energetic, happy puppy. So she is looking for a family that's going to have a lot of energy, is going to give her some training, is going to take her on a lot of walks, and probably teach her how to play fetch. She's a great puppy, and she's going to make somebody very happy. As a reminder, all adoptions this weekend are $50, so visit azhumane.org/adopt to find your new best friend.
Oh my goodness, yes, we are so thankful to Bissell Pet Foundation, and that includes puppies, kittens, adult dogs, and adult cats as well, and our critters are even cheaper than $50, so we absolutely love it. There's so many pets who need their forever homes. And thank you guys so much for tuning in to Pets on Parade. Now, like we mentioned throughout the show, there are so many ways that you can help our homeless pets. There's a $61,000 donation donation match at azhumane.org/match. You can shop at AJ's and be able to donate after you get all of your groceries and your nice iced tea at the register. And then, of course, like Denise just mentioned, we have $50 adoptions. And with hundreds of pets coming into our shelters each and every week, we definitely need all the help we can get. Thank you so much for tuning in to Pets on Parade. We'll see you right here next week for more puppy cuteness and kitties.